Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from The Right Way, and if you've been following the terrible tragedy on the set of the Rust movie where one of the cinematographers was killed by a bullet that was fired by Alec Baldwin. Um, so we've got some more information about the armourer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, and she's basically, obviously, as anyone would do in their situation, they're trying to shift the blame from her to anywhere else that they can actually find. And here's the latest wild accusations coming out through their lawyers. So the attorneys for the armourer in charge of weapons on the set of Rust say they are investigating whether someone put a live bullet in a box of dummy rounds with the purpose of sabotaging the set, resulting in the death of a cinematographer from a prop gun fired by star Alec Baldwin. So now they're saying someone deliberately put a live round into the box of blanks so that some really bad accident would kind of happen. Pretty far-fetched, but it could be true. I mean, I guess we'll have to go through the investigations and so on. Jason Bowles and Robert Gorentz, the attorneys for armourer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, 24, spoke exclusively on Today, Wednesday. So today is the show or the paper that has this article about how they believed a live round ended up in the gun fired by Baldwin, which has made their client a focus of the investigation into the death of Helena Hutchins. Now, if there was a live round in the box of blank ammunition, how is it that the blanks would look so much similar to a live round that no one would notice that whatever they're filling into the gun is a blank and not a live round? Surely blanks would be coloured differently or have some sort of markings on them which are very visible to show that it's a blank only. It would be very hard for someone to get a live round which looks exactly the same as a blank. I just find that really impossible to believe. Surely you'd have colour codings, extra markings on it, so that you would know that you're putting in a blank and not a live round. It just seems to be that would be something that you would actually do. Bowles said that there was a box of bullets on the set labelled as dummy rounds that Gutierrez-Reed pulled from to load a gun. So the box was probably labelled as dummy rounds, not the actual bullets or blanks themselves. He believed it was possible a third party may have put a live round into the box. But then how did she not notice it was a live round if she was filling the friggin' gun? I believe that somebody who would want to do that would want to sabotage the set. They want to prove a point, want to say that they are disgruntled, they're unhappy, Bowles said to today's Savannah Guthrie. And we know that people had walked off the set the day before. Asked if he thought a crew member could be a suspect, Bowles said, I think you can't rule anybody out at this point. Well, we know they're trying to shift blame, so obviously they're pushing that blame on anyone, even though it's completely unfounded at this point. We know there was a live round in a box of dummy rounds that shouldn't have been there. We have people who had left the set who walked out because they were disgruntled. We have a time frame between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. approximately that day in which the firearms at times were unattended, so there was opportunity to tamper with the scene. Gordon added that the film set's prop ammunition was in a truck that was completely unattended at all times, giving someone access to the opportunity. NBC News has not verified Bowles' allegations that the firearms were left unattended on set during that time period, or Gorentz' allegation in that ammunition was left unsupervised in the prop truck. In a New York Times interview following their Wednesday appearance, Gorentz and Bowles walked back their allegations that weapons were left unattended on the set for 2 hours. In fact, they were only left unattended for 5 to 10 minutes. Ha ha ha. So I guess you can't really use that excuse that someone had got on there for 2 hours within that 2 hour time frame. The lawyers told the Times Bowles said they had been mistaken about the 2 hour time window, and they corrected themselves after speaking with Gutierrez-Reed, the newspaper. Surely you would have talked to your client before you said that there was a 2 hour window, right? I mean, surely you would have gone and checked that fact with your client first. Don't hold out too much hope for your lawyers, Gutierrez-Reed. NBC News reported that a Rust crew member resigned the day before the shooting over concerns that included a lack of safety meetings and accidental discharges on the set. Accidental discharges should come through. That should be responsibility of the head armourer to make sure that things like that don't happen. Camera assistant Lane Looper said he resigned from the movie over his safety concerns just hours before the fatal shooting, but he told NBC's Miguel Almaguer that allegations like the ones made by Gutierrez-Reed's attorneys were irresponsible, offensive, and slanderous. Right, so we can see that people were so concerned about the gun safety on the set that they actually resigned their positions. I mean, you have to be pretty scared to resign your job over those particular things. So I'm not saying that Gutierrez-Reed is solely responsible. I believe she is. I believe the producers are for not hiring enough people. She shouldn't have been hired as a lead armorer because she hasn't had enough experience as just a normal armorer to be given a lead armorer role. I really think that it's a bit of nepotism in Hollywood because her father is a very well-known armorer, and that's probably one of the reasons why she got the job, and she probably came cheap because she was less experienced. But again, we just need to wait for the investigation to finish. But I'm really hoping that someone, quite a few people are going to be held accountable for this, because we can't let these people get away with it, because it means that more things like this will happen later on. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think that someone sabotaged the set and put a live round into the ammunition? Do you think it's far-fetched like me and they're just trying to shift the blame anywhere they can to try and get their client off? Really love to know what you think in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe, as it just helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.